folks, just like that, we are live and alive. Another day, another Doldrum Dan. Send, publish in the Discord. Boom, ping has been sent out. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, YG Timmy. Really appreciate that. We have some great Elden Ring content coming to you today. We're just setting the stream up. We're going a little, we're late actually by about 2.5 hours. So this is a, usually we do 5 hours, but this is gonna be a half stream today. I mean, I'll go another 3 hours, I'd say. A lot I had to do and prepare today, folks. I had to get that mod set up. All that is good to go. And now I have my cat here sleeping on my lap, and so I have to, squeeze her because I miss her. I haven't seen her in like 2 days. Which am I sweet. I love this cat, man. But all right, that's enough of that. Let's go and play a video game. Boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Elden Ring. Now, past speedruns, world records, all of them are on older updates of the game. I like current patch because I don't like down patching. That feels like cheating almost. We start a samurai, body type A. Slow run number, I think it's 6, right? Again, this is a speed run, folks. Lane 15 room. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming by. All right, there goes the cat. All right, now we can focus. Now the distraction is gone. Whew. All right, now let me get my last thing I gotta do is get my little notepad up that we worked on stream. There we go. There's our notes we put together of the speedrun route. Mello! Hello, hello. How are you today, Mello? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going to put this over here. So what we're doing today is we are going to quickly speedrun the game up until Radahn. Then we are going to take note of our build, the items we have, and then we are going to what do you call it? We are going to, what do you call it? Brain. Then we're gonna go into the practice mod. That's what we're gonna do. Hello, I am doing great. I assume you meant to say. Well, that's great to hear. I love to hear that. How did the rest of the run go yesterday? We got hard stuck on Godfrey. Hard stuck, and I had to end stream. So we're gonna be practicing grinding against Godfrey today for sure. All right, but I'm ready to start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Here we go. There we are. Squeeze those, get them nice and sorted. Whew. All right. Okay, and now let me move my thing over so that I can see if anything breaks. There we go. All right, let's get into it. Speedrun starting now. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Again, this is not a complete speedrun. This is basically Radahn %. Loading in. Here we go. All right. And so it begins, folks. There we go. Alrighty. Does it count cutscenes to your in-game timer? I assume it does. I mean, I'm spamming the cutscene skip button. Getting better at that. All right. Grab that. Get rid of that. Okay. Messed that up. Not fast enough. Okay, what about now? There we go. All right, we're doing it, folks. Let's see. Can I... It takes my block off when I do this. I assume I can't... Oh, I can. Okay, but then I have to stop. Okay, that's good to know. All right, well... Also, that's now in the wrong position. Darn it. I'm chat.
You're a ton. I can also that you're not. Then why not? I am Carly.
I'm throwing.
Goodbye.
Also, this is not gonna bother me.
Nice to do business.
Yeah. There we go. All right, and then I'm supposed to go like this. Oh, dude. Well, that was the... I want to reset, but you know what? This is not... That is not relevant, all right? This is not the relevant part of the speed run yet. All right, so 2 root resin. 1. Okay, even more root resin. Okay, so it's random how much appears. So you get a minimum of 2. Crafting kit Kale. 2 root resin. Bloodhound Jail Grace is next. Alrighty. We're schmoving.
They serve it you.
Blah 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 blah. She bequeaths on us, then we take this, alright? And then we go immediately, and we go... You see, I'm very slow with it, chat. And on the way we go. All right. Now, while we ride here, I'll do that. All right, we are light load. All right, good, good, good. And this should be the straight line, which will take us to the Bloodhound Jail Grace. See if we got it. Oh. There it is. You can see it flickering in the distance, folks. We're gonna run over a crab. Ooh, just missed. Very nice. Hit it. And then Straight this way. Tough. Hit a wall. Morning, Chris. How are you today? Chris, it's going to be quite a day. Glad to see you. What's going on in your world? Now, if I did this right, there'd be a... No, I thought that might have been it. I should be able to just find the root resin, but, you know, whatever. I just can't do it right to save my life. Chat, I think I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? Uh-oh. I got turned around somehow. Yeah, I got straight up turned around, chat. We went the complete wrong way. We've had so much time loss already. We were supposed to cut out this way. Anyway, we'll refine this. I'm doing good. Just about to go upstairs and eat pancakes. Ooh, pancakes. Now, see, that's an unusual one. You know, usually you're talking about black licorice pizza, you know, covered in Hot Pockets for breakfast. But today we have some real breakfast food. Very nice. I hate you. There we go. Just had to hit that guy. He offended me. And now we run. Pancake sounds wonderful about now. What I would do to have something like that, folks. Woo, almost exploded. Gosh, it has been so many years since I had pancakes. So many. Always look down to make sure no one's following. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go into the map like this. All right. Fort Heights Seed, loot all blood rose, get a blood grease crafting book. Get to have merchant sleep arrows. Okay, so merchant arrows, then resin and physic tears. Here we are.
Welcome. Well, are you please? I'm hungry.
He's hung, and we get 10 sleep arrows. There we are. And then we go left, I think. I've been going the wrong way. And then... boom. All the root resin we need acquired for once we didn't get lost. So that's a time save. Chris, what is on your docket for the day? What is your plan? What are you going to do today? Time loss? Better line, though. I don't know why I get this grace. I never have come back here once. Oh. Huge time loss. Okay, Grease book, cookbook, the merchant sleep, run to mine archer, get physics, get 2 days, blah, blah, blah. Run to third church, get physic, hit grace, get tier. I want to teleport, run to knight's cavalry, grace, cheese knight's cav. Knight's cav time, folks. I don't really have anything specific to do today, just being lazy like every other day. How interesting. If you never do anything, Chris, then why don't you become the world's greatest streamer? You have what it takes. I think that's what you should be doing, personally. It is your destiny. Oh, Chris. Up. Okay, good. I didn't mess that up. All right, and we got here fast enough that it is still night. We're still gonna get the grace for safety. Where is he, chat? I don't see him. Where? Oh, I'm dead, chat. I'm so dead because I don't know where the boss is. Whoa, bro. I think he's gonna get stuck. Yep, I was right. Bro, turned around. I'm dead. Got stuck on a tree. Look, right over here, bud. Right over here. Come on, come on. Dude, he's gonna get stuck again. Look, he's just staring. Okay, there we go. He actually came. Goodbye. Heyo. Now that is some nice stuff right there. So we've learned a lesson here, which is we want to accept her offer to the round table holder, or else we get locked when we get to Draconic, and we can't go into Lane Dell. And this is just the fastest time. Oh, I should have leveled up with her too. If I had a better PC, I'd stream to both Twitch and Rumble. You really you did zero research before getting your PC. You got a PC that couldn't even play NIGHTREIGN, bro. I think it was not worth it. I genuinely think you should have returned that thing. That's all I'm saying. All right, level up, and then we go level 15 strength, 23 dex, I believe, and 12 faith, right? Okay. And then we might as well do this. I think there's no reason for me to be doing this now, though. Boom. Chris, how did you buy your PC? Like, did you buy it from like a store? Did you buy it online in parts? Did you buy a pre-made? Like, what is the, like, how did it come to be that you bought it? In what way? Used, new? Bro. Torrent turns like a tank. I'm very interested to know that. Gotcha. I got it online off Walmart. Was it pre-built, Chris? Or did you get the parts from Walmart online and then you built it? That was weird. My momentum just disappeared. Pre-built. Oh, so you got scammed. I understand. Nice. Folks, never buy a pre-built PC. It doesn't make sense. I'll give you an example, chat. My PC, I've now bought 2 PCs, right, in my history, but both of them I got in parts, and then I paid somebody to build it, and it was still like almost half the price of buying a pre-built. Pre-built is just a scam, straight up. And it's also very easy to build a PC on your own, even with no knowledge. I'd never touched a PC in my life, yet I was able to build a lot of this. So like, anyone can do it. It's just a scam. So in other words, Chris, if you had bought a PC that was not pre-built and you used the same amount of money, you definitely could have gotten a nicer PC that most likely would have been able to stream on multiple websites as well as run. Woo! That saved me. Okay, I need to do that. Think about that, Chris. Is there no way to return your PC and like try again? Is that not an option? I'm just saying, all right? The world is missing out on Chris the Ninja. That's all I'm saying. We need you. Okay, turn me around there. You're kidding me. Why did it not let me jump, though? You saw I got a jump, but it was like delayed by 5 seconds. I'm trying to... Why did it not let me jump? Dude, that's unbelievable that it just didn't let me jump there. If I lose my runes, this is gonna suck again because I'm trying to get a baseline run right now. Like this run is kind of important. Little delay there. We might get poisoned. Oh boy, don't poison me. Come on. Yep. Oh, just missed us. Okay. I'm trying to get a baseline here, chat. If only I was good enough to bow cancel. Uh-oh. All right. God help us. We want our character to be built correctly for the point, and then we're going to use a mod to practice bosses. We need to get to Radon, though. That's the issue. So, like... There we go. All right, we're doing it. We got our runes back. That's all that matters. Nothing lost. We haven't messed up. If I lost my runes, I would have had to start over again, is the thing, chat. There you go. Excuse me? I don't know why I'm at round table hold. I must have misclicked the button there. Spring to Faroth, Loot Graves, Dectus, Sorceal, Millicent. Alright, Millicent time. Millicent time. By the way, when I am ready, I have a completely different route that I want to do. I want to do the Death's Poker. You're kidding me. I'm gonna do the Death's Poker route. But I'm basically using... Again, my momentum just got... I don't know what's going on. But I'm using this as a practice to basically get used to the feel of the skips, of Elden Ring speedrunning as a whole. You know. It's just a lot of practice, you know. Didn't want to left me off the horse there. All right. This tree. Boom. 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 And we are home free. Go. And a straight shot over here, I believe. We're doing it, folks. We are doing it. No one could say we aren't doing it. Little Swamp of Aeoni action. All right, here we go. Very nice. Mello says, you are so doing it. True. I almost just died. my heart skipped a beat there. Okay, so now where do we go? Somber 5 by Celia Tunnel, Port 2 Gate Front, and then it's Liurnia time. All right, Gate Front, Liurnia. Oops. There we go. Oh, we're schmoving, chat. We're schmoving. Also, I want to take a look at the in-game timer. We had a couple time losses today that were unusual. But even with that, the in-game timer should reveal our about time to get to Radon so far. Usually we're about 2 minutes faster. We've had about 2 minutes of time loss, I'd say. Until, like, I got turned around and stuff like that. Alright, I'm giving up on the Stone Sword key at this point. I really don't think there's any situation I'll need it. Alrighty, folks. Good line. Again, I need to learn the Liurnia skip, but for now, this is what we're doing. So, run to Liurnia, skip down. Ignore that cookbook. It's a waste of my time. Purified Ruins, Erd Tree, Gazebo Teleporter. I'm going to grab an extra grace today because I want to test a skip very fast. I did it wrong last stream and I want to make sure I have it right this time. Off to CEG, folks. Off to CEG. I always get confused because there's multiple sets of wolves and that's kind of an indicator of where to go. So it's like here. These are the wolves I'm supposed to go to. I'm pretty sure I could fall farther than this. I don't need all these safety drops, but there we go. Liurnia skip successful. You live today. And during the more tightened run, I would have... I mean, I don't need to use my bow to hit that balloon because I picked up money earlier. But there's a balloon with a Golden Rune 6 over there. We're schmoving. There we go. I'm gonna grab the Castle Grace, which I usually would ignore. I don't know how I ended up dodging there. So I'm gonna grab this Grace, even though usually I would ignore it. Because I want to test something really quick. And I might die. So, I think to do this skip, or this jump rather, you're supposed to plant your head against it and then jump like this. Yep, I was right. Okay, that's how you do that without dying. All right, now we know. Last time we died. So I'm supposed to have my face up against the wall. That is the difference to how I was doing it. All right, this is gonna take me to the EG teleporter. Blah, 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 blah. Deckus lift. Do I still buy the bow? I'm not gonna do that. I'll sell my runes though at the EG Grace run towards Dectus. Okay, I'll sell my runes at the merchant. That was a bad line I just took. Hello, Mr. EG. All right. Sell everything at the merchant. Grab the Bellum Grace. Port to EG. Buy Sombers 1 through 4. I have enough money in my pocket. No, I don't have enough to buy them all right now. And then I level up. And in fact, I'm going to level up my vigor for this. I really shouldn't. I mean, I should be... Because you have to no-hit Radon, basically. You have to no-hit every boss because you're supposed to be on a script, but like... Little Hoarfrost Stomp drive-by. That was nice, Chad. You gotta give me that. That was clean. Uh-oh. I've never done this, but I overshot the bridge. My bad.
What do you need? I want any...
Okay, sell...
All done?
Okay, you won't let me use the horse. You love that glitch. Got off a little early. Okay. I got confused because I have an extra grace because I wanted to test that thing. So I'm going to subtract about 5 minutes off the time from this. Because there was about 5 minutes of me being just nonsense. All right.
Oh, I am an old
Blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What? Okay, this did not show. That was weird. That was weird what just happened. What do we level here? I guess I leveled Dex. I mean, I should be leveling Vigor, right? For safety, but like, I guess we should practice as is. I'll level Dex. I really shouldn't be leveling anything, but I do that just as a safety. All right, Bellum Church, Rune Arc to Dectus, and then straight to Draconic. All right. Rune Arc, then Draconic. That's 6 extra runes. That's going to save me, folks. Where is this Rune Arc? It's right over there on that body. Doldrum Dan is on YouTube, says what you're talking about, Willis? Are you joking, bro? I've been on YouTube the entire time I've been streaming. Also, I talk about multi-streaming all the time. But it's great to see you over there on YouTube, what you're talking about, Willis. Make sure to drop me a subscription, pretty please. I have been what you're talking about, Willis. Yeah, bro, I multi-stream on every website that exists. pretty much. Other than Facebook, which banned me and said that my country does not exist. Which was nice, you know. How you been? What you talking about? We grab this grace in case things go horribly wrong. As they did yesterday. Really. Nice, says Butching My Willis. I've been good. How about you? Doing great. Doing fantastic. Doing a little speedrun practice. We're speedrunning to Radon, and then we're going to stop, check our game time, and then we are going to open a mod to practice against Radon, Fire Giant, Godfrey, Radagon, and Elden Beast. Because that is the only thing that really we're lacking on now in this run. We're preparing. What you talking about, Willis? Make sure to check that title of the stream. I don't know if you have heard, but February 21st, folks, ladies and gentlemen, February 21st, that is a Saturday. February 21st, that is the day that we are doing the speedrun marathon. February 21st is the speedrun marathon, folks. Be there or be square. February 21st, Saturday. It is my birthday marathon stream. We are celebrating my birthday by doing a marathon of Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Elden Ring, back to back to back. Stream doesn't end until I finished all the games, spedrun, in one stream. Little serpentine. There we go. So I'd love to see you, what you talking about, Willis, on that day, on the birthday marathon speedrun on February 21, Saturday. Are you available to come by for maybe a minute, say hello? It's my birthday. Why won't you be there for me? All right. Boom. There we go, folks. I can probably make that work. Let's go. I'm trying to get as many people from the community to show up on that day, even if only for a minute, just so I can say hi to everyone, because it's going to be like, it's funny. It's my birthday stream. My birthday was like 5 months ago, and those who have been around a lot have heard me talk about it since August, and we have pushed it off and pushed it off and pushed it off because of my work, because of life, and just like so much. But finally, we're doing it. Finally, we have the time, and we have a lot to celebrate, you know? Now, all of a sudden, the possibility of paying my rent through streaming is here. We earned enough to pay my rent in the capital in January, and so, like, you know, we're gonna get an editor. Nib says he always pushes it off. Yes, indeed. I am Nibs the GOAT himself. How are you doing, my great homie? It was great talking to you earlier today. All right, I'm gonna try this skip one time, chat. Okay, I'm gonna try it 2 times, chat. All right, that's it. We tried. I'll learn that skip, chat, before the speed run, but I just for now we're just getting a little baseline. Nibs, how's your day been going? Broski. And boom, like that. Nice. There we go. Nibs, you better be there. February 21st, Saturday. At least for a moment. Like, if you didn't come at all, I'd be so sad for that birthday marathon stream. I think I'm in trouble, chat. I almost jumped right into that arrow. You see me using that rock to protect myself? I think I'm in trouble. Okay, we're live. Okay, we made it. I need to really learn the consistent way to deal with these guys. All right, here we go, folks. Hit him. It didn't work. Come on! No, no, he disappeared, chat. We did it wrong, but that's okay. That's okay. Come on. You're kidding. Come on, bro. He better not de-aggro. Come on, dude. That's so cool, bro. Oh, likewise, man. Been debating another coffee or not. Just chilling for a little bit before we continue to grind. I can't believe that, bro. And then he walks over. He was doing the moves, which basically are... He does those moves if he thinks you're trying to run away from him. And he stops following. Like, if he thinks you're escaping. But I'm standing still. Like, he shouldn't... I mean, what can he do? That's on me, honestly, of course. If my movement was better, that wouldn't happen. And now I have to get my runes back. I mean, I don't really have to. I'll actually probably take all Saturday off for it. Oh, bro, you don't have to do that. Uh-oh. You're kidding me. You're kidding me! I just got yeeted, chat. I don't know what the deal is. Don't care if I have a new job or not with it. No, don't take the whole day off because that stream might be like... That might be like one of your streams, okay? That might go for like 2 days in a row. If things go very badly, like... that definitely don't do that. Uh-oh. My runes are gone. Hold on. Chat, where are my runes? Okay, we're gonna subtract this from the timer because the game is bugged out, it seems. My runes are not showing on the compass. Okay, there they are. That was very strange. Why are my runes all the way back here? Whoa, it put them all the way here? That's wild. Now I'm gonna lock myself in this... Bro, don't worry about it. I'll appreciate to see you, of course, though. Why is he stopped? That's wild, chat. He just stopped in place for some reason. We missed the parry, though. I was like a microsecond late on it. That would have been it. That day where we did it first try, like, it really blows my mind. Come on, Torrent. I'm getting griefed. Hello. Come on, bro. Okay, that was just on me. All right, so, okay, we're getting better, though. Because look at him. He's wedged in the perfect place. So that is not bad. It's just we're missing the parry. But that's good. Getting him into the right place is what I care about most. The parry is a lot easier to get used to. It's the positioning that is the hard part. Hello? Come on. I don't know why he stops and he'll do this. Okay, I hit the wrong button. I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute. And I've just realized I've been hitting L1 when it's L2, chat. This is what I mean about the practice. It's like I literally have been hitting the wrong button. I've been hitting block. Which isn't gonna work. It's not Sekiro anyway. But it is not... I don't mind that I'm getting this... I'm positioning him right, so that's really nice, to be honest. Yeah. I was in the wrong place. LOL. Peace. Nibs, you still here? You like that, Nibs? Are you still? I don't know. You might have left, but I would love if you saw that. You like that, bud? Little gaming moment. He didn't see it. Nice one. Thank you, Mello. All right, we're getting better at it, chat. Okay, so now what do we do? Blah, 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 blah. Port Bellum, deck this straight to Draconic, parry death. Okay, 25 strength, 32 dex is what we're aiming for. You hate that enemy? Well, look how easy he is, bro. He just goes down in one hit. Why would you hate him? We want 25 strength, 32 dex. So we have 32, and we'll go like that. The reason I'm going all dex is because I'm about to fight the Bloodhound Knight. Boom. Any aim on a specific time to beat? No, this is going to be a very chill run. It's just as fast as we can do it. I'll be honest with you all, chat. I have been having a lot of fun practicing this speed run, and I mean like a lot of fun. I was saying yesterday that I was like, I am Nibs, I think, would actually enjoy speedrun practice. Because I remember I've seen you do all the cheeses on bosses on your stream. And you have to do that so much on this. And the more cheeses, the faster you get. I don't know. I kind of love it. All right. I forgot to do this. All right. There we go. But it just, you know, we want relatively fast. I kind of would like under 2 hours would be nice. You're kidding me. Oh! Come on. I don't know why I don't get the stagger. Got him. Boom. All right, Gazeo by summer level of Rune Arc, Dectus, Parry Death, Bloodhound, Jail, EG upgrade 5. Actually, I went to the wrong grace. Road to the Manor. Playing through Elden Ring for the first time after playing a lot of Night Rain. You are Mello? Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, Mello. Are you doing that? And we're gonna put the fang here. Put on some pants.
Well, then I presume.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah, Elden Ring is just so fantastic, and Night Rain just furthers the appreciation of it. Uh-oh. We don't have enough money, chat. Oh, we spent a level we should not have spent. Okay, chat, we have a bit of a problem here. Okay, so my sample is now a little off. What we're gonna have to do is I think I have to kill Tree Sentinel out of order. This is, I thought about something like a speedrun of which you're doing too, but I hate DS2 stuff. Okay, but why do you want to do a speedrun that you hate? Maybe I misunderstood. Are you saying, Nibs, you're thinking about doing a DS2 speedrun? Is that what you're saying? If so, why? Do a speedrun of a game you like, bro. Chat, I did that completely wrong. I was trying to get off torrent that entire time. I'm probably gonna do Night Rain soon. You gotta, bro. It's so good. All right, let's get our stamina back. Come on. I need to get better at my Bloodhound iframe dodges. Okay, we hit each other. out of FP is what happened there, chat. That is so bad. No, speedrun DS1 to 3 than Elden Ring. What do you mean, bro? You're literally stealing my plan, my idea. That's so uncool. No, I'm just joking. That'd be awesome. I'd love for you to do that. I'd love for you to get into FromSoft speedrunning. I'd love to see that. It's very frustrating though, but I think that I think you might be built for it, bro. Because of the things like the style of play you have for this game, genuinely. Like I said, I was talking about it on stream yesterday. Again, I made the same mistake where I didn't get off torrent. I can't believe we died to this guy, by the way. And we died again. Okay, I mean, to be fair, he should have been dead, but our whole speed run, I need to like subtract 10 minutes from the in-game timer. This run was kind of out of pocket. Just getting used to the slower pace of Elden Ring. Yeah, it takes a bit, for sure. But Nibs, you definitely, I would say NIGHTREIGN will help a lot with any FromSoft game playing. Twice? What's twice? I think your message didn't get posted in the chat that you said, Nibs. Well, can you repeat your message? Because you just said twice out of nowhere. You're kidding. Bro! Okay, I'm straight up choking. It's not even that. I mean, like, I would have killed him that first time if I had upgraded correctly, but I accidentally leveled too high. And the reason for this confusion, where I'm not at the proper level for doing this, is because I played too well. I'm not even joking. Because every time I've done this run in testing, I've made mistakes, and because I finally did the run without making mistakes, I didn't know what to do. When you said you can't believe you died to him, was it twice? Ah, yes, well. 8 times now. Alright, we should get a bleed in. Oh, I'm dead. I would say your idea, but it despise 2. 2 is the speedrun though, makes it fun. That's the thing about, you know, if you don't like 2, it's irrelevant. Because it's like, it's a completely different game when you're speedrunning. Think about it. I got, again. He should have been dead, but we don't have an upgraded weapon. Bro, this is infuriating. Also, that was a buffered input. That R2, I had pressed 10 seconds prior. Wait, Nibs, I thought you and Chris were playing Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Wait, what do you mean you've only played 2 for an hour, Nibs? I thought you guys were playing through all of the Dark Souls series. Did you stop that? Also, why is it not letting me off my horse? Did you? I thought you got as far as Elden Ring. Wait, did you not? Did you never finish Dark Souls 1? I'm a little confused. Yeah, we were, but I uninstalled 2 an hour in. Okay, so then what are you? Learning disability? Okay, so that was extremely rude. I never said that. Okay, chat. That's crazy to uninstall it an hour in. That's just like dumb. Sorry. You know I love you, bro, but that's just like, you know. Finally, dude. Okay, now maybe we can, I don't know. I mean, you have to play through the game. Dark Souls 2, like any game, picks up. All right, here we go. Especially Dark Souls 2, which like builds on itself. Let's see if we even can do this all the way. Chat, we're still 1200 off. This is so funny. EG 1 to 4 level up. Now it's Radon. But our weapon is okay, so we're 1200. I need 1200 runes, chat. Okay, so we're gonna have to take off 12 minutes from the timer because this is not normal. Bro, why am I? This is the worst place to farm runes because everyone here disappears and reappears. There's some dogs, though, that I should be able to farm. Okay, this is not good. I can't believe this happened, bro. I mean, there's like a revenant over here, but... What do you mean, wild? You mean Desert Gaming that respectfully? We played 1 hour of it. Listen, if I, you know, knew somebody for only 1 hour and they determined my entire character was, you know, horrible, I'm sorry, but that person I don't respect. Anyone who comes to a conclusion after that short amount of time, these are not opinions we respect, folks. Okay, there we go. Now, inventory. Use. Bloodhound Step after 2. I do have Bloodhound Step. I do. Mechanics are trash? How do you know that? You only played 1 hour of the game. You didn't even experience all of the mechanics. Not only that, you didn't even learn how to use the mechanics. Like, there's a lot of things you can say that for, but you're talking about not having done something. Okay, and then last part, Nibs, I'm sure you know this one, by the way. I'm sure you know this move. It's like driving to the airport and saying, wow, that was the worst flight of my life. It's like, well, what do you mean? You just got to the airport. Like, what are you even saying? Nibs, you know this one, right? Where you go around like this. You know this one, right? I'm sure you know this one. You see this, Nibs? Do you know this one? The skip to Radon? You ever see that? I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have, bro. First try. I know. Thank you, Mela. Boom, and we're at Radon. That's a stake skip, baby. And this is glitchless, so that doesn't count as glitch. Also, this is time. Okay, so time. Okay. What the hell? Yeah, isn't that cool? So, Nibs, you can do that at the very start of the game. The reason I don't is because this is glitchless. So, glitchless means that you can't go to an area early. So, Radon isn't unlocked until you hit Altus. So, you can skip to Radon, though, before you're supposed to be able to at the very start of the game, but that would be a glitch. But just exploiting a stake skip, that is not a glitch because you're using game mechanics. Pretty cool, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this time is about, we're going to say 12 minutes off. So that means it's 35 minutes to get to Radon. And if we take 35 minutes to get to Radon, we're almost on pace for the world record. I'm just saying, we're like a few minutes off of the world record. That shows you something. Like, we could finish the game in like an hour 10. The world record's 52 minutes for the record. We're pretty good. But we had some issues. That's why I'm removing 12 minutes that we don't usually have. So, we're at Radon. Okay? And I'll show you what the build is supposed to look like. And then I'm going to go into the tool for practicing speedrunning. Which, Nibs, you should take note of this for sure if you ever want to get into speedrunning. So first off, we put the golden halberd here, which is why we do the tree sentinel. Because that gives us golden vow. And now, actually, are we good? And then we go boom, boom, boom. Am I still heavy load? No, medium load. Okay. And it's like this. And you fight a medium load. Okay. 271 hours? Oh, that was my original playthrough. Chat, I might be stupid. Okay, I need to screenshot my build really quick because I have to port it into the mod. Equipment. So this is what everything should look like, and then I go here and we go screenshot, new, boom, file. Do I save this? You know what, chat? I'm gonna put this. Okay, I'll save this. Save as stats for mod prep. Save. There we go. But imagine that. So we can be, if we get tighter, we could probably get to Radon in like 30 minutes. Another 251 hours in this game. That's wild. Also, that timer is off because my in-game timer bugged. So I have my first one was like 350 or 400 hours, but it's bugged. Remember, we visited every single thing, got every item. Not only that, we have 1,000 hours in Night Rain. So you know, we're real. All right, I'm gonna hit the BRB because I'm gonna open the mod which I downloaded earlier. Let's see if this works, folks. I don't want. Okay, I'm very worried, everyone. I'm very worried. I'm about to get banned live on stream from FromSoft because I have I'm afraid easy anti-cheat is gonna ban me when I run this mod. I'm very afraid. Play offline. I'm gonna play offline, but my fear is that when I go back online later, it's gonna alter the game files. Force offline. I'm doing that right now. That's literally what I'm doing. But I'm really afraid. Did you play modded Elden Ring at all, Nibs? Do you have any experience with that? And I'm taking a backup of my local save here. Okay, offline. I'm even going, putting my cloud backups as off just in case. Oh yeah, you did? Okay, so I forced Elden Ring offline. Now what I'm doing, I opened the wrong file just now, hold on. Is I'm going to my app data / roaming folder on my PC to find my local backup, my save of Elden Ring. And I'm copying that to a folder to back it up. I hope this is all I need to do, because if this is not all I need to do, like if I need to be doing more than this, then I'm getting banned. And that would, I mean, you can imagine how important this is to me and how much that would be awful if that happened, if I got banned. Okay, we go here and then pay. Oh, I made a mistake. Elden Ring, copy, Discord, Elden Ring. All right, here we go. Copy, put it in a new folder, paste. Before you go back online, you check integrity of files via Steam after removing the mods and you're clean. Interesting. That takes a long time for me though, but okay. All right, I'll do that then. This copied over a little too fast. I'm kind of worried that it didn't copy my full save. I guess we'll find out, right? If my save is gone, we'll know. Okay. Now, what's this? What is all this? Oh, I didn't empty my recycling bin earlier when I was cleaning up my computer. All right. Now, I'm going to open the mod. Okay, downloads, Boss Arena. So I use Boss Arena to practice Night Rain. That's how I got so good at it. And so what I did was, they have a Boss Arena, but for the base game of Elden Ring. That is apparently like the best mod that exists. I was being told. Extract all to ER Boss Arena, select, extract. I really appreciate your advice, Nibs. Like, because I'm very afraid. I'm very afraid. All right, and then I'll show you all what I'm doing. Boom. Take a look at this, folks. I hope, Nibs, I'm not going to leak anything, right, by showing them this, right? I'm not about to, like, dox myself. I hope. All right. I don't think I should. Nah, just don't hover over your bottom taskbar at all. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Oh, because it'll like leak my open windows? Or why? Is there another reason? You're scaring me. You're scaring me. I'm gonna move that somewhere else. Whatever, that's fine. All right. Sandbox. Launch Boss Arena Sandbox. Okay. Moment of truth, chat. Some shows your location via weather app or something. You are right. I would be Whoa, look at this. I would be worried about that. That's a really good call, Nips. That's a very good call. Okay. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And we want to make a new character was the very important thing. So they said if you use your existing character, you're going to bug everything out. So that's why we started the stream with a speed run, because I needed to basically build the character correctly. Okay, name. Practice boy. Keepsake, I don't know, man. We'll do none because we're just gonna cheat in the money. Okay. I'm in such a small town that people would know exactly where I live if I lived. That's obviously me too. I'm in a smaller place. I'm in a village, bro. All right, let's see what happens. Hello. I want to hit it. I want to hit him so much, but I'm so afraid that'll cause a problem. I'm a dummy target for testing. Cool. Can I hit you? Okay, no, good. Can I hit you? Die! I hate you! Oh. Okay, chat. Look at all this, chat. Well, this is cool. Hey, it's Morgoth. Initialize boss arena. Okay, these are just all the same. Hey, it's that guy. Wait, is every one of them initialized boss arena? How am I supposed to change my stats? I'm a little confused. So we're gonna make changes. Make sure you use a fresh character. Okay, yeah. So this is what I'm so afraid of. Look at this. It says this will permanently make changes. This will make permanent changes. Make sure you use a fresh character. So this is a fresh character, but I'm very afraid of this altering my save file and then getting banned. But all right. Here we go. It is now set up. Single boss selection, blah, blah, blah. Are all of these going to say no rebirth, cosmetics, level up? Okay. All right. Let's open. We now need to build the character exactly as we had it. I took a screenshot. Come on, bro. Makes more sense. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, here we go. Where is that screenshot? Here it is. Right here. All right, so what were my stats? The stats were 17 Vig, which isn't right, actually. I shouldn't have any Vig, but that's fine. You know what? For practice, we should probably max our Vig. I realize why I didn't have enough levels there. It's because I put some levels into Vigor when I was not supposed to. Oopsies. Mind endurance was... Wait, no. It was only showing this because I had the Radagon Source Seal on, which gives +5 to all stats. Okay, I almost just griefed myself, chat. I almost just made a mistake. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, either way, I'm gonna do 99 Vigor. For practice, you should be level 1 for Vig. Does that make any sense to you? When I'm trying to learn a boss's moves, so immediately dying, that feels like that's not the way. Also, we have practice before. That's not the way. Okay. Endurance 18, so that's 13 then. Okay, so we didn't upgrade them. We didn't make that mistake. Strength 22, so 17, because again, we get +5 from Radagons. Dex 32. Okay. Faith was 12. Masochist run for practice? In other words, defeat the purpose? I don't think so. All right. Okay. And then I should have one less level. Because what happened, that was a mistake where I didn't have enough to level up. I leveled up one too many times. Okay. So we'll call it like this. This is fine. Now. Confirmed. Cosmetics. All right, we're good there. Receive all items, base game, no. Receive all items, DLC. We want tools, misc items. No. We need grease, chat. All gestures, crafting materials. No. Consumables? Is grease a consumable? It is. Here we go. We want 610 blood grease. There you go. Equipment. There we are. I also forgot to make my flask again when we were just doing that speed run. I just realized that. Talismans. Okay. We are supposed to have... Radagon's Sword Seal is the +5 one, right? Yeah. And we'll get Shard of Alexander just to hold for later. We're supposed to have that. We kill Alex after Warrior Jar Shard. After Radon. Okay. Upgraded weapons. Yes. Okay, so weapons. Westerns. What is Western and Eastern swords? Okay, excuse me. What kind of categorizing is Western and Eastern swords? Bloodhound's Fang. I mean, I guess they're Eastern, right? Halberds? I mean, the Tree Sentinel halberd, right? Am I stupid? Where's the Tree Sentinels? Where would that be, chat? Which category do you think it would be in? Shields, torches? I doubt it would be in Western. Chat, what does this mean? Somebody help me. I'm too dumb. Oh, it's right there. What am I? Was it there the whole time? Okay, it might have been there the whole time. Okay, and this hand should be this. And this hand should be this. Why does it say I don't have the stats for these? I definitely do. I definitely do have the stats for these. I know why. It's because I don't have on this. Eastern and Western as in where the weapons were found on the map? I guess so. He who says Halbert, I agree. Shihu, hello my friend. How are you today? Great to see you, bro. Shihu, you missed the speedrun portion of the stream. We got to Radon in what would be 35 minutes, but we made a little mistake. But yeah, it would be 35 minutes, Shihu, to get to Radon. So 35 minutes is kill Bloodhound Knight, kill Tree Sentinel, kill Draconic Tree Sentinel, and totally set up for the run, basically. Okay. Now let's put the blood grease here. And then we put this. Is this. This is this. This is this. Okay. It's coming together, folks. Now we're looking, I think, identical, right? Endurance should be 18. It's 18. Strength should be 22. It's 22. Dex should be 36. Faith is 12. Okay. We are actually doing this. We have the arrows. We have this here. And then this, I should put this at the top, honestly. Because we don't need Memory of Grace. But I'll put that there. I'm going to start doing that. Okay, we look good. And now, do I just do receive all items so that I don't have to think about this again? Select only what you need, receive all. Or is this going to make it very confusing? Talismans, Ashes of War, Spirit Ashes, upgraded Spirit Ashes, tools, misc items. How do I find the, where do you think the physics will be? Ammunition? Consume. I assume the physics are here somewhere. What's this? Increase game cycle to NG+1. Infinite HP and status immunity. I'm probably going to want that on, to be honest. I'll put this on just for the testing. Infinite stamina we'll put on. Award 1 million runes. That's cool. Chat, take a look at that. Does that look normal to you? I found a bug. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's Edgar. Strength and armament. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ashes of War. Okay, this is cool. Options. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait, so then it must... Hold on, what are you? Spirit tuning? No. It must be that one of these... There's a tool to practice. Do you think this is the normal game? Shihu, my friend. Do you notice that this is not the normal... Listen, I love you, bro, but you realize this is not the normal game, right? This is the tool to practice. Ah, I see. Okay. Add charge to flask. I know it's modded. Yeah, this is the practice tool. M9 did? I love you, bro. All right. We'll do something like this. Those attribute bars, I look up just to see if we roll up on the top screen. Yeah, if only we could be like that in the regular. Allocate. There we go. Okay. Level up, flask, Shadow Realm Blessing, memorize spell. Okay. Okay. Yes, you automatically have them all. Wait. Which tier? Oh, no. Okay, I need it at the Minor Erd Tree. Next to Fort Height, what are the physic tiers I get? I don't know which one it is. It's one of these two. I honestly have never paid attention. Hold on, chat. I need to kind of Google this. Extra. Interactive map. Here we go. The only thing Fextra is really good for. There we go. All right, and we are going to Fort Height. Here we go. And now it should be, what is this? Ash of War, Ground Slam, Green Spill, and Spiked. Crystal Tier for the Flask of Wonder Physic. Found an altar. I don't think we're ever... Are we doing charge attacks, though? We might. Wait, isn't this... Enhances charge attacks? Do we use... I think we should use this instead of the healing one. Okay, okay, okay. So, Green Spill and Spiked. So, this is the Green Spill and the... Which one is Spiked? Spiked. So, temporarily raises max stam and charge attack power. Now, this doesn't matter, I guess, because we have unlimited stamina. But, yeah, all right. Let me look. How do I check my flasks in my inventory? We're gonna get in just a moment, folks. Don't worry. Inventory. There we go. Okay, yeah, green spill. Okay, we have it loaded right. Okay, chat, I think we're ready to go. Ashes of War, altar garments, empty shop for mod merging purposes, pastime. Okay. All right. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I was wondering if I could summon torrents in here. I see that I can't. So, options. Respawn location options? What does that mean? Respawn before boss. Respawn around table hold. Warp prompt in sequential modes. I don't think that affects what we're doing. Unmake warp, single boss mode. Boss death dialogue options. Allow skipping boss death dialogue. Always play full dialogue. Go back. Prevent rune loss on death on difficulty modes. We definitely want normal on. Because training on very hard seems like that doesn't make sense. Okay, single boss selection, random selection, boss rush. Reset all first encounter behaviors. All okay, I see. Am I gonna have to do that every time? I mean, I guess we'll find out. Star Scourge Radon. Oh, this is their scaling. How interesting. Start in phase 1, start in phase 2. Store HP. It kind of makes sense, yeah. Okay, it better put me by the teleporter and not inside the arena. If it puts me inside the arena, this is gonna be cheeks. Okay, good. Alrighty. Oh, look at that. They changed the thing. They say on the mod page, don't go to places you're not supposed to be because everything will break. But I am so curious. Oh, this works. Okay, I should not be doing that. I'm gonna brick the mod. Oh, look, the elevator doesn't come. They thought of that. So funny enough, the original... Oh no, it does come. Okay, I should be very careful then. Let me send that back up and not mess with anything. Okay. So as you can see, this is a normal run. If you're in a normal run, your health, mind, and stamina should be this big. If it's not, it means you're bad at the game. Okay, there are a couple issues here. Why, like, these are on the wrong... That's supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there. Okay, is this all correct, chat? Yeah, but it looks... Oh yeah, def, norm 100? I would say so. Okay. So let's get a taste for it. We buff. I forgot to use my my physic. So we're already... So we're supposed to go back. That causes Radon to despawn. We two-hand the Bloodhound Fang. And that causes Radon to start firing in a different direction. Nibs, did you know that? That if you just go backwards, it causes him not to fire arrows. You skip that whole phase. Put the blood grease on. So that's the part I have to learn how to skip that. And there you go. One cycle. Normal. He is... Okay. So you might be like, okay, Dan, come on. Warping to round table hold. Hold on one second. Is it... It's supposed to warp me before the boss. I thought we... Okay, what? Didn't I set the settings? Respawn location options. Respawn before... Yeah, it should have just put me back at the boss. Whatever. Anyway, did my Twitch stream die? That was disgusting though. What in the world? Okay, so let me explain what is happening. In the speed run, you're supposed to one cycle him. In other words, I'm supposed to kill him in the speed run before he can go into phase 2. So we use the halberd to golden vow. We blood grease this weapon. And the idea is you get a bleed, you get a stagger, and then you can kill him basically. It's the blood grease that allows this to be done. And that is, you know, we're built exactly how we would be built in the real game. Now, I'm asking anyone watching the stream, is my Twitch still live or did it crash? It might just be my computer and I might still be live and Firefox is being dumb. Yeah, I think I'm live. Here, I'm going to type in the chat there. Am I live? Let's see. Does that appear on screen? Yes, it does. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Back to testing. So the main thing and reason I die, Nibs, is because... So this move... Boom. When you disappear, you have iframes. You have invincibility frames. And so the entire thing about this speedrun is learning how to use those invincibility frames to never get hit, right? And so to major stutters when you message yourself there for some reason, how strange. I wonder why. Please let me know if there's any more stutters or anything odd. But anyway, so basically when you're playing against Radon, when you get him down to about 80% health, he'll stuff his swords into the ground and pull them up, and they'll be covered in rocks. Gravity magic. He uses the Crag Blade Ash of War, right? Thing is, that move will one-shot me, usually. You're supposed to. I'm supposed to iframe through it using the Bloodhound Fang. So, let's try again, and let's see if we can do it, because we didn't do it right. So, Golden Vow. I did that wrong. I'm supposed to physics first. I'm an idiot. Again, in order to get the Radon skip, you have to be spamming the back button the moment you port in. There we go. That causes him to vanish. And then he targets elsewhere. Summon these guys. Summon these guys. On the horse. Boom. Just get in his crotch. Okay, that's just bad RNG. See, that's the thing I have to learn to iframe through. Yep, and then he got off phase 2. You see? Not as good as the last one. At least all the homies are still alive. Man. The issue is that in the real run, I would be dead because he's getting one hit on me when he stuffs his swords into the ground. And that is the problem. That's what I'm trying to have not happen. That's basically the entire thing we're practicing for, folks. So this is a stream of practicing Radon and getting that done. Okay, physic. This, spam Y. Examine, travel, and then hold down Y, spam back. There we go. Two-hand. Okay, nice. Radon is the easy one. I'm worried about Fire Giant because I'm just so unfamiliar. Oh, little lag. But in the world record speedrun, if he got this as the opening move, he would have quit. It would have been a straight up reset. Bro. Again! And I missed him. Yeah, not good. Okay. So that's good to know that I can't just double jump and immediately I'm... Alright. I was wondering about the meteor move, if I could just double jump it, but no. I need to move a little bit out of the way. Oh, we'll get it, chat. So far, that is not a single time getting it. All of these attempts so far would be deaths in the normal game. I don't know why it's not restocking my blood grease. I guess I have to, like, hit the grace at the round table hold. It also should be porting me back here every time, but that's for some reason not working. We're having some lag. Two-hand the Bloodhound Fang. Well, this is already not correct. I almost timed it right that time. Okay, so you can't stagger him once he's already done the animation for leaving. Okay. I tried. Torrent was like, let me turn around real slow. Again. Got him. I need grunt before that grabbing move is initiated. Ooh, interesting. That could be the tell. Could be the tell. Okay, how do I get my blood grease back? Does resting get it back? Yes, it does. Okay, that's good to know. First phase only. I mean, only there is no second phase if I've done this right, you have to remember. So only the first phase matters. He should not be getting to the second phase. We should never see a second phase. If we've seen the second phase, it means I've failed. Hold on. What am I sitting on right now, chat? There's something... What is over here? Oh, one moment. I'm losing my mind, chat. There we go. There's like a blanket on this couch chair thing that I was sitting on top of that was like folded up. It was like digging into me. All right. All right. Boom. Bro, what? I did not mean to do any of... Okay, I just did a whole bunch of animations I didn't mean to do. Chat, the buffering in this game is so unhinged. The fact that it buffers moves from like that are... Like, it doesn't auto-correct your inputs. It's just like, nope, you obviously wanted to do this. Also, making sure I always hit all of the summon signs is very important. You see, like, this is the wrong start. Lag. Okay, we iframed it through him that time. Nice. And I get hit. To be fair, I did that wrong, though. Iframed through that. Okay. We got it, but in the real... Again, we got the phase skip, but in the real fight... I mean, listen, that was an improvement. In the real fight, that would have been a death because we get one shot by him. Maybe if we have a little vig, we don't, though, and we would have done it. I don't know. What I do know is that that was an improvement because we are trying to learn how to properly iframe with this and move. Because you can delay it. Like, look, I can wait. Boom. So I can, like, do it instantly. Or I can... Okay, that was instant. My bad. So, like, this, and then hold. Nope. I need it, like, the last second. It's really hard to do. Timing that as your, like, main dodge, basically. That is what determines if you're able to, like, speedrun this game. The Bloodhound route. The funny part is I'm not even going to use the Bloodhound's Fang, I think. I think I'm going to go, what do you call it? Maybe I'm wasting my time learning this right now. Because there's a different route I want to take that you kill a Deathrite bird. And then, in Caelid, which gives you the, chat, who in chat knows? What is it called? The death bird, its weapon. It looks like a cane. It does, you know, cold black flame or whatever. What is it called? The Deathrite spear. I know it's not the Deathrite spear. It's, what is it called, chat? The weapon of the death birds. Not the spear. It's like one of the best weapons in the game. The world record for this speed run is using it. In NIGHTREIGN, Wilder loves to get it whenever possible. It's an intelligence, strength, dex weapon, I think. Anyone? Losing my mind. Oh, did they give you the whole map? That's cute. Anyway, whatever. All right, all right, all right. Let's do this. I'm like realizing in real time that what I'm doing is a waste of my time is the thing, chat. I think a better use of my time would be learning the skips. I got this mod set up and I think it might be for nothing. I mean, I'll still need to practice everything, even with the new route. Okay, so this is the move you want to open with. And then... Oh, I was off by a microsecond, chat. I was off by a microsecond. I was off by a microsecond, chat. Really? That's not the stagger. That is shocking. I was off by so close. I was off by so close. Brain. No, let me off the horse. I missed. Why do I have 400,000 runes? Oh, it's because I keep killing him over and over again, and it's just giving me the runes. That's so funny. I just realized. I was like, wait a minute. Let me show you the weapon, chat, that I'm talking about, that I'm going to be doing the run with. It is, I don't know which one of these categories. Western? I guess? No, I don't see it. I genuinely have no idea which category it would be in. It's not an axe, a hammer, a colossal. It's not a spear, a halberd, or a reaper. It's not a fist, a claw, a dagger. It's not a range. It's not a stave or a seal. It's not a shield. It's not a torch. Chat, where would a... Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Because not one person in the chat has ever played Elden Ring, it seems. It might... Is it a great sword? Death's Poker. Death's Poker! This is the weapon. I can't believe no one in the chat could remember the name. Or nobody knew what I was talking about. Like, I just forgot the name, but I knew what I was talking about at least. No one here knew what a Death's Poker is. You should all be ashamed of yourself. You call yourself Doldrum Dan fans. Pitiful. Oh, kill me. All right. So, I'm thinking of using this weapon. I know what Mello says. Well, I was asking for it for the last 10 minutes, but nobody was answering now. Listen, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Nobody's required to answer my questions, you know. I'm just happy that you're around. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing, instead of Bloodhound Fang, Death's Poker. But doing that route... Oh, what? Nibs, check this out. Nibs, do you know this weapon? Do you know this weapon, Nibs? The Death's Poker? Have you ever used it before or seen it? I'm actually curious because I want to show it off. I'm going to show this off real quick. And I'll show you what the build kind of looks like. So on that route, when you get to Radon, you're like this, I think. A stick? Okay, you haven't seen this. I'm actually excited then to show it to you. But you have to kill a Deathrite bird for it? Actually, you don't. Nibs, if you... You can get this weapon, one of the hardest enemies in the game, it gives it to you. But you go to the side of a cliff and you just crouch and a Deathrite bird leaps off the ledge and kills himself. Okay, so for this one, you need 11. It's something like your stats are like crazy. Here, it's like this. All right. And I would have, you get Ritual Sword Talisman. So it's your build ends up looking like this. This. I don't know what other buffs you have, but I'm just gonna... I think it's like... It's something like this, chat. And I'll show you how good this is. Let's see. If I did this right... this should be... Alright, let's see if I did this right. Check this out. Medium load. Can I... Okay, cool. I can wear this too. You would have 3, I think, the way you do this. You go to Radon later in the Death Right. In the Death's Poker one, I think. Let me show this off. Nibs, you watching? You there? He's probably already left. He's busy. Bro has a life. So, it would be like this. I think you have 3. I mean, again, I need to, like, kind of study a little bit. I don't know what buffs I would have on. Let's see what the damage looks like, though. This is, like, just from memory. So it's like, boom. Okay, that's wrong. Chat, how do I use this weapon? I'm trying to use this skill, but I don't remember what the buttons are. It's like this. Is this wrong? Okay, how do you make the trail? I actually don't know how to... It's supposed to be like... L2, R2? That's not... It's not doing it. Look, L2, R2. It's not making a trail. It's just Ghost Flame exploding. I just ran right into that, by the way. L2, R1, maybe? That's it. It's R1. This is what it is. And then he's stuck in a fire. Okay, but you see how powerful this weapon is, Nibs? All right, let me show you what I was actually supposed to be doing. You're supposed to put him into a thing of fire. And every boss just melts with this, basically. Okay, I've got the turnaround really nice. Uh-oh! Okay, so once in a while, the turnaround does not work. By the way, getting off of Torrent gives you iframes if you're standing still. If you didn't know that. That's what I'm doing right now to not get hit. I'm using Torrent dismount iframes. Okay, now let's try. L2R1. Let's see. That might be less damage. Let's find out. Oh, I've never seen him shoot left before. He's coming from a strange angle that I've honestly never seen. Boom. I hit the wrong thing. I did the same button press again. I'm so used to hitting R2. There we go. And now he's taking damage over time. There we go. You see? He's burning. He's freezing. It's Ghost Flame. Okay. And now, what you can do, if you're really good, is I could lay it... see, if I was good, I could have laid down the fire. Look. See? It gives you a little range attack, too. But it does 1,000,000 damage. I actually did know that one, surprisingly. I believe it. This is a very popular weapon. Okay. Let me show you how we get the weapon, by the way. Alright, so now we have this mod that's really great. I mean, look how far that goes. Can I frost them? Look at that charge R2. That's so interesting. It causes you to run forward. That's sick. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back into the real game now, chat. Because I've realized that I was just wasting time by doing what I was just doing. Okay. So I'm going to hit the BRB screen. Okay, everyone, Nibs, this is the moment I'm going to get banned. If I'm going to get banned by FromSoft, it's about to happen right now. Oh boy, I'm very concerned, chat. I'm very worried I'm about to get banned. Okay, it's closing. Pray, you're forcing it. I've been offline. I'm about to go back online after restoring my save file. So it's shutting down. First, I'm going to let it shut down. Okay. It's taking a while. Okay, now it's fully shut down. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to app data roaming, which is where your local save is stored for video games. Okay. And I'm going to open my backup I took, and I'm going to delete the local, my Elden Ring save file, deleted, because that one is the one that should have been altered by the mod. And then I'm going to copy the backup I took before we ever opened the mod. And now that is in the directory. That should do it. Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, do we get banned? Let's find out. I'm going to go back online. We're going to go back, cloud, save back on. Now we find out. Are we about to get banned, folks? What do we think? I'm so afraid because I've never done a mod like this. The mods I've used have all been stuff outside of games, not in the actual game files. So I'm very afraid if we load into the game and my save file, for example, is there from the mod, or the alterations from the mod are there, then I'm cooked. That means I'm getting banned. It's over. All right, moment of truth. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, probably not. I did 7 months in a single run and I'm still fine. Yeah, but you know, you're not as stupid as I am. That's the difference. I'm stupid, you know? You know a lot more than me. So, all right. It says we are offline right now in the bottom right corner. Oh, that's right. I run the game in offline mode anyway. So maybe it'll never notice. I mean, okay, it's missing. Good, good, good. Okay, it's not there. I'm stupider. No, you're not. I'm stupider. Let's do a new game. And I'm just gonna, this is just gonna be, this isn't not real. This is not a real speedrun. I'm just gonna run straight to getting the weapon. I wanna see if I remember how to get it. B says B is a time loss, bro. You gotta move over to the right. Sadix with the what's happening today, and Sadix, how are you today? This is not a speedrun. I'm just showing off how to get the weapon. Well, then who is the stupidest, says Mello? It's me. That's who it is. Sadix, did you try the soup? Hunter says, hold on a second. May not be the best to do something that worries you about getting banned for doing. The problem is, Hunter, also, hello, Hunter, how are you? The problem is that if you want to speed run, you have to use those mods, you know? That's the reality. Every single Elden Ring speedrunner who's ever gotten a record has used those mods to practice bosses, you know? That's the trouble. If you want to get good, you have to grind bosses, and that's how you do it. She says, how is that? I'm about to show it off. Sadix says, Dan, that soup tastes fantastic, my man. That makes me so happy to hear. And it's no calories, right? And it's a lot of food, right? So it's very filling. But it is no calories. Also, I took off my clothes accidentally. Hunter, did you see my message on Discord? I'm kind of worried that I might have messaged the wrong person. I just saw something that was really, really cool to me because I'm a nerd. And so I'm sorry if the message comes across like what is this guy talking about? Sadix, I'm so happy to hear that you tried it. Was it filling for you? Because you're like a taller guy than me. Also, we forgot to pop the rune. I mean, we're not doing a speed run right now, so I don't know why I'm caring about any of this. Okay, how do I want to get there fastest? You know what? I'm gonna do the oh, that's right, I need torrent. I forgot. Lol. I didn't see it says Hunter. Oh, never mind then. I sent you a message because I was going through Twitch. I was going through all the my websites because I was permabanning that dude who was like unhinged the other day. And and I was just looking, I saw like the background. I was like, "Oh my gosh." It was like, that's the thing I'm a nerd for. And so I geeked out for a moment. So you'll have to excuse me. Why am I doing the speedrun stuff now? Saute, process. I went back and listened to your VODs, and the thing I can tell that I did different was instead of garlic powder, I had a little over a teaspoon of minced garlic. I mean, that works fine. Towards the end of the mushroom onion, I mean, that does the trick. That would work. Very filling. It surprised me, right? And that dish is just a fantastic diet dish. It is a fantastic diet dish. Like, I don't know, like, the idea of the foods that I make for diet is just like things that are filling, that taste good, so that you're full and you don't feel the need to eat more. But I'm happy to hear that. Bro, my Hunter says, haha, no worries. Well, check out the message I sent you on Discord when you can, because I'm curious, because I'll explain why. It's because a lot of people will use the art of this person and not realize, but because he used it twice, I'm like, do you also, you know, do you not know? I don't know. It's just rare for me to find in the wild somebody who also appreciates these things. That's all. Sadix, I made my egg white omelet today, finally, with the chicken. Oh my God, dude. That was it. Making the chicken with the nice, getting a nice bark on it, making it the same way I do for my sandwiches. That was the secret. Oh my God, was it good, bro. Oh, and it's inexpensive. Can I do this, by the way? I want to see something. Can I go? How do I know which pouch? Okay, pouch 1. Pouch 1, 2, 3, right? Yes, 3. Okay. Okay, we can figure out how to make that really fast. Good to see for that. I made enough last night that it's lunch today too. Yeah, exactly. It's inexpensive. Just fantastic. But bro, so the egg white omelet, right, which I said the recipe of, and then I used 120 grams of chicken breast that I made special. Do I go to... I'm trying to think of the right way to do this. I'll go this way. I'll go the Fort Hyde path. Bro, I ate that omelet before stream chat. It was basically an omelet with sauteed mushrooms. Again, same ingredients like the soup, really. Sauteed mushrooms, sauteed onions, spinach that's been fried a little. This isn't speedrun, by the way, chat, if you're wondering why I'm doing weird stuff. And I forget what else I put in it because my brain's a little blank right now. But anyway, and I put the chicken breast in the egg white omelet. And in total, the omelet ended up being, what was it? 150... Baby portobellos? Ooh, that's a good choice, bro. That's a good choice. I'm trying to think, chat. It was 110 plus 50, so 160. Yeah, it was 310 calories. Okay, so I made this giant omelet. 310 calories. And it doesn't really taste like an omelet anymore. So basically, I made this piece of chicken breast the same way I do for my sandwiches, where I marinate it in like a burger sauce. 50 calories of burger sauce I basically marinate in. I take half a gram of lemon zest on that. I kind of want to read out the recipe because it was so good. I have to tell people about it. I don't know why I'm doing any of this right now, by the way. I'm just trying to go over to one area. All right, hold on. Oh, snap. Darn it. All right, one moment, chat, one moment. I made a mistake just now, which is that I was supposed to, I forgot to plug in my, my phone, and so my phone just died. I need to grab my charger. Hold on one second, folks. I'll be right back. It's just across the room. Dude, baby portobello is such a great choice. All right, hold on. Also, there's a baby cat here, so you know, that's also a delay. I gotta kiss the cat. I don't know if you made a lot of noise. I'm telling you though, I've never had grilled chicken in an omelet before, but it blew my mind. So what I wanted to do is tell you my recipe for the chicken. And the baked potato that's out, I assume you take the peel off before dicing adding. If not, something I did different. I don't. That's the important thing. Okay, because the baked potato, I want it, the peel is so important because it helps give it the crunch. I basically burn that baked potato when I make it, right? And when I dice it, because it has the peel still on it, it keeps the pieces, a lot of them intact still, so that you get a crunch as you're eating the soup. And all right, let me explain this. The baked potato takes the place of crouton. You know how like there's some people, like some soups, they'll put like a crouton in them. And so the baked potato is basically a lower carb version of croutons that tastes more flavorful. You don't have to remake it just because of that, because the baked potato, it doesn't add too much flavor to the soup. It adds a little bit, which is really nice, but it gives it a crunch in your bites that is just like it has a good mouthfeel, which goes a long way. Okay, listen to this. This is my recipe for making God tier chicken. All right, folks, you ready? Where's my thing? All right, here we go. Hold on, let me make sure. This is the most simple. Oh, Hunter says, I'm a fan of Alex, although I wouldn't say a huge fan. I don't know much about them, but yeah, good stuff. I don't know. Level Tool? What do you mean level Tool? Do you mean you don't know the band? So are you a fan of the artist, but you don't know the band? So that's why I was curious. So that artist is basically considered a member of this band, and the pieces of artwork he does, not all of them, but those pieces you use on your profile are pieces he did for the band, for like their album artwork and stuff. He does obviously a lot of incredibly beautiful art. We're talking about Alex Gray, folks, if you don't know. Incredible artist, who I'm a huge fan of, and he does art for the band Tool. He's like a member of their band, and they're very like, they've been connected together since the start. They're very close. They make a lot of art projects together, and I'm just like a mega fan. Anyway, so this is a very simple chicken breast. 125 grams chicken breast. All right, you know, now I use a chicken breast. I mean, you could use really from anywhere, but I use a chicken breast. I make a marinade, which is 10 grams, only 10 grams of a burger sauce, and my burger sauce is extremely complex, folks, so I'm not going to go over it now because my recipe is stashed somewhere. I have like huge stores of it. I've gone over that on stream many times. But you make a burger sauce however you would for like burger and french fries, all right? And I add half a gram of grated lemon zest, 3 grams of salt, 1 gram of black pepper, 2 grams of garlic powder, half a gram of dried thyme, 1 gram of olive oil. I then smash that into a homogeneous paste. I apply it evenly all over the chicken, all sides, and then I let it marinate for 30 minutes. Preferably, you would let it marinate overnight. 30 minutes does, enough. And then what you do to cook that is you heat, ideally a cast iron pan, but really just a thick metal frying pan will do, to maximum heat, rip-roaring heat, okay? And then this is the crazy part. I take a spoonful of brine from a pickle jar. Okay, I take a spoonful of pickle juice. I put that down, and I immediately put down my chicken breast on it, and I cook that for 3 minutes on one side, and then I flip it, but very quickly I take another spoonful of pickle juice, put it down, put the other side on top of that pickle juice. All right, 3 minutes more. Okay, that pickle juice vinegary flavor, you don't really taste it, but it helps with making the bark, as Sadix was saying, extremely well. And when you're done, the internal temperature, it should be 67 Celsius. I don't know in Fahrenheit what that would be. But anyway, that chicken will blow your mind. First off, it looks, after you take it off, it looks like 5-star quality. It just looks so beautiful. It has a crust on it, and it doesn't look real. It looks almost like plastic, like when they do food photography, it looks like that, you know? And so that's what I use on my chicken sandwiches, for my diet chicken sandwich, because that's low calorie. But what I did today was I made an omelet. I did exactly what I just described. I made a piece of chicken like that. I then sliced it extremely thin. This is by the way, the reason I cook it like this is the juiciest chicken breast you will have in your entire life. It is the juice. It makes the juiciest chicken that you can fathom. So I sliced it into like millimeter thick strips, little like 1 centimeter long, millimeter thick strips. And I filled the omelet with that. And then, of course, the mushrooms, the sauteed onions, the spinach, the jalapeno, all that. And all my flavors, seasonings and whatnot. And oh my God, every bite of that omelet was divine. And the chicken was so juicy. And the whole omelet, it's a 6-egg omelet, right? So it is filling. It is a lot. You know, most people, when they eat an omelet, it's a 3-egg omelet. That's usually what an omelet is. So this is like eating 2 omelets. But the fillings make it like eating 3 or 4 omelets. But it is so healthy. It is 310 calories when you do it with the chicken breast. So you could eat 5 of these in a day, and you'd still lose about 1.5 pounds a week on average. That's part 1. Part 2. I don't think you'd be able to eat 5.5. These are big, 5 of these a day, but it is filling, and it is just unbelievable. And it cracked the code. I'm telling you, like that recipe right there. I think that recipe is going to be the main reason that I'm losing weight. And so right now, folks, I continue going down, and we are now down, let's see, in pounds, I'm down 10, 20. I'm down 24 pounds now since January 10th or so when I started. And I am just exercising so much. I'm on the treadmill 2 hours every day, and some strength training too. And I'm just eating this diet, and it's just like, and I'm eating until I can't eat anymore. And I'm losing weight. It's working. Sadix says, my chicken marinade is salt, pepper, minced garlic, a little bit of cumin, onion powder, oregano, a dash of ground white pepper, a little bit of red flakes with olive canola, either works. See, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic marinade. But here's I mean, you could use all of that, but you need, and I know this is going to sound a little weird and unhealthy, adding just a little bit of mayonnaise to that. And I mean like a couple of grams of mayonnaise. I don't mean an amount of mayonnaise that's fattening. And here's why. You need a thickening agent when you're making this type of marinade on the chicken, because to achieve the bark I'm talking about, you need that marinade to stick on there for the cooking process and to really like stick on there as like a layer almost. And once you're done cooking, you won't notice it's even there. You won't notice that there was a marinade on it. The chicken just looks like it's out of a magazine or something. It's so incredible. But you need that thickening agent, basically. And so mayonnaise just happens to be the perfect thickening that makes it stick as a layer. Because if you use a liquid, mayo's a good agent, yeah. Because if you use a liquid, so I tried, when I was making this recipe for this chicken, I tried a liquid marinade exactly like you're talking about, where it was just either the canola or olive oil, basically keeping it to bind to the chicken, and I couldn't get the crust that I like this. Like this was the, and so like using the burger sauce of all things, that was the game changer. Anyway. All right. So let's get back to the gaming. We were talking. I got sidetracked here. Okay. I got sidetracked because I'm very passionate about this stuff. And I genuinely love talking about it because I love food. You know, listen, even when I'm skinny, I'll be a fat man at my heart. And I love eating. Food for me is one of the great reasons to keep on living and drawing breath every day. I think life is a kindness and a gift, specifically because we get to eat good food, you know? And I think a lot of people think they can't eat good food either because they're overweight or because of diet reasons or because of cost. And I like to make food that is extremely cheap, extremely healthy, and also unbelievably delicious. That tastes like the most unhealthy food possible. That's genuinely, I mean, my omelet just tastes healthy though. But, you know, so that omelet was so good, dude. I want to make this, I'm telling you, chat, I want to make this YouTube channel, you know, slash TikTok, slash all the stuff that is just, you know, weight loss, you know, food recipes. Aim into that, carry on, if we're losing the food, exactly. Bro, food is so good. I know it's like, you know, crazy take here, but food is good. I like, chat, I mean, there's a reason why I've had weight problems in my life, and I go up and I go down in weight. Like I said, I weighed 100 pounds more than I do now, just only a year and a half ago. You know? You want to know something? I had diabetes only a month ago. I don't anymore. But I had gained enough weight again that I became type 2 diabetic, which runs in my family. And so I was big enough that I had type 2 diabetes had developed. In other words, my body wasn't producing insulin. And so I started to have horrible health effects, which were, you know, diabetes symptoms. And that was that was one of the major reasons why I was like, okay, I need to lose this weight like now. And, you know, eating the way I have, making these delicious foods, losing the weight, exercising, the diabetes is gone, completely gone. I am 100% healed. My insulin is produced normally, you know? And so I've cured my diabetes by losing weight, which with type 2 diabetes, that's something you can do because it's usually tied to weight. Type 1, not so lucky. That isn't tied to weight. We're gonna make it. Nope. Oh, I'm dead here. Okay, that was a lucky thing that just happened. I almost died. There we go. Anyway, but I've been living large. I don't know. It's funny because in my life I've gone like up 80 pounds, down 80 pounds, up 80 pounds, down 80 pounds. I've done this like 5 times. It's because I'm really good at losing weight. Like really good at losing weight. Relatively quickly. I have a slow metabolism, and so I gain weight very quickly, but I'm very good at losing weight quickly because I know how to like eat and build meals around that. And so I've done this like a bunch of times in my life because, you know, I have a bad relationship with food, one could say. I love it a little bit too much. But it's one of those things where I do it like intentionally. Like I'll get super fat. I'll gain 80 pounds during periods where it's fine for me to and I don't really care. There's no reason for me not to. And then I'll lose the 80 pounds. I was like, all right, I need to lose the weight because I need to be fit for whatever is about to happen, blah, 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 blah. This time though is the first time I developed diabetes. Unfortunately, I'm in my 20s. Until now, I had never had that happen before. It was always a concern in my family that I would because it's very genetically present. And so now it seems like I can never go back up in weight again or else I'll become diabetic, and we don't want that to happen. Static says, to my knowledge, I don't have diabetes, but then I haven't seen a doctor in 24 years, but I feel fine. That's not good. I mean, there's a lot of symptoms that would make it obvious, but then some aren't. I don't want to get into them. But okay, so there's supposed to be a skip. Let's see if I know. It's like here. Okay, so I'm going right to the Deathrite bird, except it's not nighttime. Oopsies. All right, chat, all of this we just spent like 10 minutes for me to show you how to get the Deathrite weapon. I think Nibs has gone home. It was the main person I was showing this to. But that's okay, because I kind of want to test this on my own if I know how to do this. All right, so you run off here. You hit that tree. You hit that. All right. Very good. I believe, like, this is all just from memory, chat, so I'm like, I could be way off base here. I think it's over that giant, dead giant mushroom guy. I think I want to do a quit out so that the troll to my right doesn't wake up and throw a pot at me. I think it's right over here. Okay. Only Torrent got hit. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can actually do this. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if we know this. You know, because I'm seeing if I can do this just from memory or if I need to, like... Whoa! That was not correct. That wasn't it, chat. You're not supposed to just leap off to your death. I forgot. I got off Torrent for some reason. Okay, my bad. All right, let's try this again. So, I'm supposed to, I think, double jump and run against the cliff edge. I think that's right. We're just trying to figure this out on our own, Chad, and I don't know that we're going to be able to. Also, the health that time. Let's see if we can. I think we should be able to do it, though. That is a healthy bat. We are in Kaled, it makes sense. We haven't leveled once. Bunch of flaming monkeys over there. All right, here we go. Haven't been to a doctor in 24 years, man says. I mean, I'm not one to talk. Like, I haven't been to like a... Uh-oh. Okay, good. I was like, I couldn't see him, so I thought he wasn't there. I don't care about my runes. So, it's like... Is it here? Where is it? It's like a... There's a nook. Is it like... Okay, chat, I don't know where to go. I think it's right here, maybe, and you, like, duck? Okay. Well, I thought I saw it before, but I guess I did not. Hold on a second, hold on. Hold on, folks. Google time. Google time. Also, this route goes the Volcano Manor route. Fun fact. Hold on. I think I might have been right. Hold on, let me see. You stay on Torrent. Oh, I was correct, chat. I was literally correct. Oh, and you have to dodge. Okay, chat. Let's try it again. This is a little more skillful than I thought it was. It's kind of like the Knights Cavalry cheese. It's a lot like that. Like, those have been watching me speedrun. Have been watching me cheese Knights Cavalry. Well, this is how you cheese this. Again, this is why I think Nibs would love to do this. Because bro loves cheese. Bro is the cheese master. I saw him do an extremely hard Grail Dragon boss cheese first try. Where he got it stuck in a tree and it got stuck in the falling animation and died. Like, that is a very hard to get on your first try type of skip, but he got it. Okay. This time, now we know what we're actually doing. Don't kill me. Well, unfortunately, he laid fire down in the one place, so it's right here. Okay, so that's the skill, is that you have to dodge his attacks while you're in that nook. And that is not easy. That is not easy. I see. You kind of run back and forth. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, it's the homie. Boring, how you doing today? How you living? What's going on, my friend? Should I add a death here? No, obviously not. We're not even playing the game right now. This is a, we're trying to show off a cheese for a boss. This is not a real game. Do not add any deaths. Ha ha ha. It's crazy that I still have the death counter working, though. How you doing, bro? Are things going well, or... Static says, is the way to kill Grail for the runes multiple times if they haven't patched yet? Just as soon as the killing blow is made, you meet for the Grace load and she'll be there. You mean Grail, not Grail, right? You mean Greyll. Like, you're talking about the lined one. Because when I said the Grail cheese earlier, I was talking about Grail, which you spelled Grail, which is the bridge dragon. So, Grail is here. Grail is here. Same. Nice, nice. But, who knows? I mean, I don't think I could ever use that for anything because there are easier rune farms than that. But that is cool to know. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Okay. He does love to open with that move. Okay, so now my job is to basically go back and forth here and dodge all his moves. Uh-huh. This is the worst possible thing he can do, is throw the long range at me. What? Are you kidding me? What is he doing? No! Oh, I almost got the quit out. I hit the wrong button and I launched myself. Dude, I was doing it right finally, and I launched myself off the cliff. I accidentally hit B. But chat, maybe you see the vision. Okay, so hold on. Let me build the character up first. So I want to be light load. I want to have my bow on. Did I wear pants? No. Okay, so we can go like that and still be light load. Okay. How do you keep falling off a cliff in every game? I mean, that's the rule of FromSoft games. Boring. I know you don't know because you haven't played them. But you should. They're the greatest thing ever made. But so FromSoft games, it's like a meme. It's, you know, gravity is the #1 way to die in a FromSoft game. Pants are overrated? I mean, exactly. Do I need them? No. But that is the thing. It's, you know, gravity deaths, that's what a FromSoft game is about. Okay, so I'm using the bow because basically I want to, if he gets too far away, I want to like bring him back over to me. We're schmoving. All right, here we go. That's cool, dude. You know, I like that. So I assume on some runs, the RNG will do that to me. where he's just gonna one-shot me right at the start. Also, I know that there's gonna be a safe route over to him, but we're just trying to prove something right now, chat. Because here's the issue. All of the speed runs were done on old patches. So I'm worried about something specifically, chat, which is that the game's version right now is 1.16. Every speed run of the game is on 1.07 or earlier, which is from like 2 years back. So they're using older patches of the game. Why do I use the new patch? I don't want a down patch, man. I want to use the current version of things, so I feel like because I want the skills I gained through speedrunning it to be able to carry over in any run that I do for the game. If you do a specific patch, your skills don't really apply. My worry, though, is that if they patched this... Oh, that killed me. I needed to test that, chat. I needed to know if I could just jump down. The answer was no, obviously. I had to know, though. But I'm getting a little worried that they might have patched this or fixed his AI. Any knowers in the chat? Does anyone know if they patched this? I've never done it before, so... You know, I'm relying on the fact that the reason it's not working is simply because I've never done it before, and so I'm doing it wrong. This is going to be so satisfying when we get it, man. All right, here we go, here we go. I did not mean to do that, obviously. Hello, monkeys. All right, we've learned a lot. Let's see if we can now put it all together and actually do this, finally. Let's get our stamina back. So we need to go down this way. Okay. Okay, bro, use that move twice. Here we go. We don't want to accidentally walk up that. Go. That is so hard, chat. And so I have to... Look! Oh! Is it gonna work? Okay, hold on, chat. It gave me enemy felled. Did it work? Let's see. Or... Oh my gosh, don't tell me. It not very nice. Chat, it didn't give me the weapon. I think he died at the perfect moment. Hold on, chat. Uh-oh. It didn't give me his drop. Okay, did they patch that? Or did it just bug? Okay, I need to rest and see if he's alive again. The weapon might be on the ground where he fell. I thought that it's supposed to be in your inventory. Because I don't think the Deathrite Bird drops. I think it's... So, some bosses... No, it's supposed to be... It appears on screen. That's not like he doesn't drop the item. If it is on the ground where he fell... Okay, chat, what? Chat, what? Well, we got it. What? That we got it like a minute later. Okay, that was a bizarre. And now... Sadix, did you see that, or did you look away from the screen? That happens sometimes, I guess so. In the speedrun, I guess that would make things a little confusing. I guess we would just keep playing as knowing that it's going to come to us. Where is it going to put the runes, I wonder? It'll put them on the edge there? Yeah. Okay. How many runes does he give? Let's find out. Because this will only be his runes. I don't want to launch myself over. He only gives 15,000 runes. We don't have the levels to use this right now. How much is it? It's 15, 17, 11. Hold on. Let's... 15, 17, 11. I don't think I can get that off of 15k runes, but we'll look. Let's see. What is it? Sorry. It is 15 strength, 17 dex. 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 11 intelligence. Oh, wow. We can get it just off of killing him. Okay, that's sick. So no wonder this is the weapon we use. Burn. Burn. I'm putting her out of her misery, chat. Burn. Yes. Hello.
Well,
Lols.
not.
You know, when the game released, they didn't have these things around. Let me go. It won't let me out of the conversation. You know, in the original game, it didn't have protective barriers around NPCs like that, so you could just kill any NPC and ruin your quest lines, just like it was a, you know, an OG Dark Souls game. Boom. Okay, that didn't kill them? I mean, I guess if you do it right, you're supposed to like really buff that up. Interesting. So what I just learned is you can change it up in the middle of the animation. Okay, these things are so much more high level than I am. So like between the R2 and R1, you can change it up. Ow. Gotcha. Let's go. No shot I got this guy to drop his pest glaive just like that. Wow, that is so rare. That is a rare weapon right there. And we just got it like that. What is the Ash of War on this thing? Just spinning slash? Oh, let me go neutral. Interesting, really, Sadix. So Sadix is saying that the lack of barriers allowed you to get both the Rotted Sword, Insignia, and Mills of the Proceeds in one playthrough? Is that true? Because you can't get the one until she's dead. You can't get either of them until she's dead, so I'm curious how you would have done that. It's crazy they had to make these barriers, though. This is the first FromSoft game where they did this. There was a lot of outrage from fans when they did this and put the barriers up. Because, like, the whole thing about these games is it's supposed to be, like, you know, your choice, basically. Like, if you mess things up, that's on you, basically. That's supposed to be 100% on you. So a lot of people were upset and were like, this is a baby game for babies. Which, you know, I guess is true, but also people who say that are stupid. You know what's interesting about these guys? Okay. I didn't get to show off what was interesting. They have little poise, but you can backstab them. There's a lot of enemies like the Big Misbegotten in this game that don't look like you can backstab them, but you just can. Chat, how am I so goated? All right, Pest Glaive only run. Start. I knew I did that wrong. You have to wait until the camera goes down if you're going to do the skip to Radahn's arena. Oh, so this is a good example. So in this playthrough, I haven't been to the Altus Plateau, so I shouldn't be able to fight Radahn here whatsoever. Let's see what happens. So in this playthrough right now, I just started the game and I ran directly here. I should not be able to fight Radahn, period. That was a mistake. I fell off the edge. It ate my jump input. Let's see what happens, chat. I shouldn't be able... Radahn shouldn't exist yet in the world. I haven't fought a single boss other than a Deathrite bird. Let's see if we can fight Radahn. Steak skip. Nice. Watch this, chat. I believe you complete your quest line. Kill her after you help her fight her sisters or get one of the items and reload, and the other item will be there. Who knows if I've done it? Interesting. All right, let's see. Can we fight Radahn before any other boss in the game? Radahn as our first boss. Let's see. Can we do it? Hey! Well, look at that. With an unupgraded Death's Poker? Easy. Are you kidding me? Easy game. What are you talking about? Surely we can beat him right now. Let's see. Is it going to let me fight Radahn? Again, so this would be before you fought any other boss in the game. Yep, there's Radahn. Good old Redaniel. All right, let's do it. There's no shot we get this done. But let's see. After today's practice, maybe. Look at that damage. Yep. Isn't that sick though? So you can beat Radahn first and just absolutely sequence break the entire game. I wonder, so if you, Sadix, do you know, if you beat Radahn like this, if you sequence break the game and you beat Radahn as your first boss, what happens when you go to Redmane Castle? Because it should still be Crucible and Misbegotten there. You shouldn't have the festival yet loaded in the game. And then what happens when you eventually load the festival and he's already dead? Like, you've sequence broke the game. Oops, I forgot to run back. Can I do this not on torrent? I wonder. Let's try. Well, I guess we'll never know. He disappeared. Look, I think you can do it not on torrent. That's interesting. I think the festival just doesn't happen. That's possible. And I assume... Chat, I didn't think that I'd be able to do this. Are the doors going to be closed? Like, what is about to happen when I go up this elevator? Okay, chat, we skipped to a later game area. And so... let's see what I'm very curious about what's going to be above. I assume I'm going to be locked outside because the doors are still closed. Because the festival hasn't activated, which opens these doors. That's what I assume. Mel says, sorry, I had to go eat for a moment. What has happened? We fought Radahn as the first boss of our entire run by skipping to him, and we're seeing what happens over here. I know you can't summon Torrent up here. I'm looking if there's a way to skip over, because I think these doors are just going to be closed. Is this a smithing 6? Darn, I was kind of hoping that'd be a somber. Yeah, look, the doors are closed because you're not supposed to be able to get here. So yeah, you can't... okay, so you can go up the elevator, but then you're trapped. You can't even use your weapon here because it's a non-combat zone. The game is extremely confused. And I don't think I can... What if I die here, though? Is it gonna America statue me? I don't think so. There's no icon. I think it's going to teleport me back all the way back. Let's see. Mello, we cheesed the Deathrite bird. Yeah, that's so interesting that it works that way. We cheesed the Deathrite bird off of the cliff. So we killed the Deathbright bird and got this weapon without having to fight it. And we got it to jump off the cliff. We took this weapon to prove that even on the newest patch, it's still possible to do. And basically what happens next is now we're going to try out the Death's Poker route for the speed run. Gotcha! LOL! Bro, every pest glaive in the world. I just keep getting them. Cool. We've done some cool stuff. It was a cool time. All that's left to do is to say, I love you, chat. Today was a fun little stream. We got a mod working today. We did some Radon practice on the Bloodhound route. We learned some skipperoonies. We practiced. I love you, says Mel. Thank you, sir. I love you back. Okay, can you not torrent even though this is stable ground? Lame. And we're gonna call it a stream almost. Well, actually, I'm gonna do one more very cool thing. So hold on, chat. First, I gotta do this because my brain, you know, there's something about FromSoft players where, like, sometimes you just have to do this. Okay. You know, if I use the bow, I can get this right. I think. Watch. Boom. And do you see that? That's how you turn torrent on a dime. No! Anyway. Alright, that's enough of that, folks. Thank y'all for coming. The stream isn't over. I keep saying thank y'all for coming like I'm about to end stream, but I'm not. I'm about to do the most incredible thing you've ever seen in your whole life. So you're gonna have to bear with me a moment, chat. Hold on. I want to do something very cool. Well, that's lame. Okay, that didn't work. Big Sag, folks. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm telling you, you're gonna absolutely just love this. Your mind's about to be blown, folks. You're gonna see something you've never seen before. The greatest thing in the whole world, some might say. Uh-oh. I have pressed a button when I was not supposed to. Fat fingered it. Hold on. We're almost there. Almost. Here we go. I click on this button. I click there. Okay, get ready. Get ready for this incredible moment, folks. You are going to love what you see. Wait, what? All right, here we go. It is a raid. We're going to the homie, folks. Go to the homie. He's playing a very cool game. He's a very cool guy. It's I Am Nibs. That is the GOAT right there. He's the man, myth, the legend. He is the reason I continue streaming. Please go to his stream and enjoy. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, 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 peace. Let's get out of there. Let's support the homie.